Well, we're back again. You on the Listen to Low show, and you are listening to Low. Remember what I said, once again, 2 ears, 1 mouth. Because you never know what you might miss when you're listening to Low. Motivation quote of the day: turning troubles into opportunities is the key to getting better. Turning troubles into opportunities is the key to getting better. A lot of times we go through a lot of tough times. A lot of times we have a lot of troubles in our life. But you gotta learn how to turn their troubles into opportunities. Turn into an opportunity of greatness. Because why? When you're in that grind, you're in the trenches, and you went through so many troubles, you come out to the light. You come out to the bright light. We don't want to go through things that's easy. When it's easy, it's not worth it. There's no grit into it. There's no grind into it. There's no hard work into it. But when you go through troubles, right, you try to go to that wall and you think it's just a dirt wall, but you kind of find out it's a brick wall. Or you thought it was a brick wall, but it came to be a dirt wall that keep going on and just falling down and falling down. It's like you're not getting nowhere. Then finally, some help comes. And then 2 of you are attacking that wall. 3 of you are attacking that wall. And now you come down to the bright light. You come to the end of the tunnel and you come out good. Now you're saying, that was a tunnel worth digging. That was a job worth doing. That's the opportunity that I need. An opportunity that comes with troubles and not easy. You talk about that. It goes into sports nowadays. Coaches to players, same thing. It's coach and player relationship is not easy. That's a tough relationship that you have to get through to get where you want to go, because there's so many changes and challenges that goes when it comes to being a coach and a player. I have a coach that tells the kid, yes, you're our guy. We want you, and you're gonna be that guy the next year. And then it come the next year, he's not that guy. And you got to ask yourself why he's not that guy. What happened, right? And then the kids start thinking, well, he didn't tell me the truth. He lied to me, so I got to make a move. I got to do something different. Well, do you do something different right then, or do you go through a little bit first? Find out what you could do to make it happen. Make it hard on that coach. Make that coach say, wow, I told him this. I'm not doing my part like I said, but he's doing his part. But I got to play this kid. He's working hard. She's working hard. She grinding. She in the groove. I can't leave him on the bench. Do something to force the coach's hand. Force their hand. Force them to put you in the game. I don't care if it's for 3 plays or 5 plays or 6 plays, but don't just give up so easy. We know it's tough. It's hard for me to say I don't play anymore. I'm not a coach. I'm a trainer, right? I run camps all around the country. I'm a mentor, right? I'm a coach at a camp, but I'm not a coach of a team. But I've been there before and I understand. But back then it was a little tougher. When things got tough, we took on the chin like the rest of us. But then now it's like we want to ease way out, or we can't handle it mentally. It's mentally tough. So we tell our kids always, be mentally strong. Be mentally strong in the mind. What going on between them 2 ears is the key. The mindset is what helps you get through the troubles. And because some trouble is an opportunity to grow, to get better. Are you mentally strong? And parents out there, are you doing what it takes? Are you paying attention to the addictive patterns that showing the mental side, showing the mental overcoming the physical? Because that's what happened. When they go mentally, all of a sudden start attacking the body physically, because it start weighing on the shoulders, and instead of the shoulder being big, strong, and broad, the chest sticking out. Now the shoulder slack down. The chest is back in. Their body language change. Now they see it. They follow the body. When you walk into the room, they see it on your face. They see it in your body language. That even happened to me at work. I've been at my job 20 years. I have did so much to impact the sales rep, impact the team members, to impact the leaders. I'm always on the floor. I'm always on the property. I'm going out around to department to department to department. I'm helping the front desk by customer service. Hello, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm at security. Hi, ho, how you doing? Greeting the guests as they come in. I got the sales rep following the mindset of a family entering the sales arena. Trust, need, help, hurry. I'm there. I'm impacting. The numbers are good. The people are happy. A smile a day keeps the doctor away because we don't be stressed. Because we know the number one cause of death is stress. And they put me in a corner. They said, I'm going to put you in this cubicle 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. You got to get off Friday at 5 o'clock. Change everything. Troubles. That's not me. That's not what I wanted to do. And even I had to be mentally strong. I said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to attack it. But it was tough. My body language did show. Not 100%, but at least 80%. My body language was slouching. I'm nodding. I'm in the computer screen all day. It wasn't me. And I wanted to give up so bad. I wanted to quit. So I was like, I'm out. But then I thought about it. Maybe there's something else. Instead of just running, let me find something else. So I kept doing my research, and out of nowhere, God came through. In my same group I'm working for, they put an email blast in there saying, this department is looking for a Westgate University ambassador. I'm like, wow, ambassador? There's someone who can represent their company all around the country. Someone that can talk to the owners at the company who coming in on vacation and make sure they have a great experience. Make sure they're taking their benefits to a whole nother level. I looked at that and I realized that's me. See that? If I would have just gave up and then took on the challenge to go in that cubicle for 8 hours, I would have missed that because I would not have been on that group of teams. On the team, that group. I wouldn't have been in that group where we all together sent all the information. They would have pulled me out. I seen it, took advantage of it, and here it is. Not only did I become the Westgate University ambassador, I got my own office, it's me. And already we're impacting owners from all around the world. See that? Troubles. Turning troubles into opportunities. Listen what it said in the Bible. It said, James 1, 2 and 4. It said, when troubles come your way, consider it an opportunity for great joy. For you know that when your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow. So let it grow. For when your endurance is fully developed, you will be perfect and complete and needing nothing. And that's what I did. I let my faith grow. I developed. I was perfect on it. I didn't need nothing. And now the rest is history. Same with sports, and same with coaches and players, same with the troubles. It can turn it to an opportunity. Don't let that trouble defeat you. Don't let that trouble beat you. Don't let that trouble destroy you. Don't let that trouble hold you back for greatness. Don't let it hold you back, because we know somebody got your back. And I'm not just talking about parents, right? I'm talking about coaches. I'm not just talking about trainers. I'm talking about God definitely got your back. But do you know he got your back? Are you prepared for what he's going to do? Do you trust it? That's the key to athletes. That's the key. Think about this here. Hear what it said, right? I know I love Tony Dungy. I got to give a shout out to Tony Dungy. Uncommon Life Daily Challenge. It's amazing. He said this right here. Listen what he said. He said, troubles as opportunity. Once again, God is turning the wisdom of what world on its head. He's turning the wisdom of the world upside down on its head. The Apostle Paul said that trials should be embraced rather than lamented. Embrace the trial. Don't run from the trial. Don't block it. Don't give up. Embrace it. That's just what Apostle James said. So we can't run from troubles. We got to attack it head on. Athletes, attack it head on. You went through some trial or tribulation. Your injuries happen. How you going to attack it the next year? They brought in taller athlete, bigger, stronger, faster athlete. How you going to attack it? Are you going to attack it? Are you going to embrace it rather than ease and let them just win and beat you? They might be bigger and stronger, but you are who you are. There's a reason why you was that starter. There's a reason why you're number one. It's a reason why they could give you a scholarship also. Remember your worth. Remember your value. Remember that. You have a worth too. If you were top dog your freshman year and top dog your sophomore year, why you can't be top dog your junior year? Okay, we had a setback. We had troubles. Right? We had troubles, and then because we had them troubles, now we got to know how to embrace it and rather quit on it. And that's what athletes need to do. But that's the mental side. And that's what we have to have support and let them know that anything possible, don't give up. Don't tuck your tail and run. Hold on. If you have to go, go when it's time to go. Fight before you go. Don't run from the fight. Protect you. Protect yourself. And at the end, you will win. Here's what it say. And I love how Tony Johnny was referring to about embracing instead rather than being lamented. He was like, basically, don't get it wrong, guys. Don't get this wrong now. There are plenty of times when I wasn't particularly keen about a loss that we have suffered. He said, especially those playoffs or a key injury that we sustained. But I also understood that God was using all of that for good by helping me and the team to grow. So all the losses that you coaches going through, all the tough time you're going through, all that is he was using all of that for good. That was God doing. He used all that for good to help the team grow. Think about it. A lot of teams out there are struggling. You're losing. Coaches, you're losing games. So the question is, are you using that for good? Because all you're doing is growing. Because a lot of people come in with a big expectation, we're the best team, because last year you were undefeated. Now you expect it to be the same this year. But a lot of things have changed in the midst. No one can predict college football. No one can predict even high school football. You can't predict it no more. Especially you got a good game playing a good game. Sometimes you got a good game, a good team playing an all right team. So you can't really predict it anymore. Time's going to change now. Whoever would have thought that NIU would beat Notre Dame? Whoever thought that Rutgers would be 4-0? Whoever thought that Florida State would be 1-3? Whoever would have thought that? No one would have thought it. So when you got the game, and they're like South Carolina, right? I knew they had a chance to beat Georgia. So you just don't know. Kentucky, get blown out one game, come back and battle, and about to win another game. So you have to look at what's going on. Because of the transfer portal, because of the way things going, no one can dictate anything. Because we're bringing kids in that it ain't about building a relationship, it ain't about nothing, it's about instant gratification, let's win. So they're not going to go through no troubles, right? They're not expecting to go through trouble. They're expecting instant gratification. But they don't understand you can turn their trouble into opportunities. So let's not give up on that. Hear what it said. It say, maybe some of you who has followed your heart into something and didn't turn out as you expected. Tough luck or wrong choice, huh? Maybe not. Consider that maybe he planted exactly where God intended for you to be in order to grow your faith in him. Even though the rain and the wind are blowing so hard, it may have clouded the broader, bigger, better vision he has set before you earlier. He set everything in front of you before anything can happen. He considered you. He considered that you may have planned exactly where God is. So when things are set in front of you and put in front of you, it's there for a reason. There's no reason. There's no way a person that's doing things right, they're busting their butt, working hard, training hard to get themselves right. There's no way that God, the troubles you continue to have wasn't put there for a reason. It's a reason why. You had success this year, success that year. You always been on top. You always been elite. But then all of a sudden, you have an obstacle in front of you. You got troubles in front of you. Why? Why are the troubles in front of this person? You did everything to get yourself back right, or did you? Did you have the faith? Did you have the faith? That's the question. Are you going against the commandments? Are you going against them? You got to sit back and ask yourself, why me? Why me? But because God knows your heart, and because you once believed or once had the faith, He's gonna put it in front of you. Bring the faith back. Bring the love back. Understand that's a reason why. That's a reason why. That's a reason why God put certain people in front of him. So all you parents out there, I'm gonna tell you right now, athletes need someone there for them at all times now. This ain't back in the day where you're good enough, they find you. You're rough, you're rugged. You play football, you play sport, get it done. That's it. Times have changed, as you can see. The money's overpowering everything. It's Moneyball versus football, Moneyball versus volleyball. It's just money sport versus other sports. It's just what it is now. We have to recognize now that the money is very dangerous. Y'all thought I was going to say another word, but I'm not saying another word. I'm going to say that one more time. Money is dangerous now in sports, especially for kids. It's dangerous. It's tough out there. Not that it's not tough that they don't have money. It's tough that they're trying to get the money so early instead of enjoying life, enjoying college. You know, it used to be a time where you go to college and, you know, you're struggling a couple dollars here and there and, you know, you're about to drink and have fun, have a party. Now you got money. That more money brings more problems. Instead of buying one keg, you're buying two kegs. Instead of buying, you know, just something to have fun with, now you're buying weed and more weed and more weed. Now weed probably turning to cocaine and turn this turn. We got to be smart about it. And as parents, we got to recognize that addictive pattern and see what's going on with them. Never put nothing past kids nowadays. Never put nothing past, especially athletes, because they're going through tough time. I know a couple of them right now that's going through a tough time. Not because they made NFL, just because they did so much, went through so much trauma, and had a high expectation, didn't meet that expectation, but it didn't have the faith. And that's why they're going through so much tough time. So here's what it said. So instead of turning around and retreating, why not pick yourself up and throw yourself back into the fray, trusting that he is with you and will use all of its strength and growth to grow you. God never, ever wastes what you're going through for him. Ooh. He will use it to grow you more into the person he wants you to be. He never wastes anything. Never waste it. What you're going through, you're not going to waste it. He's going to use it for you to grow you more into the person he wants you to be. So your athlete going to a tough time, you got the faith, doing it right, God's going to grow you. He's going to grow you. So when you get out of school, out of practice, and you did everything you're supposed to do that day, when you go back to your homework, you live a straight, clean life, but we're going to make mistakes. No one's perfect. But it's something we can't control. When you leave, go out that night, don't close the club. Go home early. Go home, get in your car, seatbelt, go home early. Don't leave drunk. Leave not drunk. When they say last call for alcohol, you gone. Because when everybody, that's the key. I remember a 103-year-old lady told us, the reason why I lived this long, in my younger years, I never closed the club. So they said last call for alcohol, if you notice, all the people rushed to the bar. What you should have done is went home. Because now I just got 100 people that got drunk. Because they rushing to get a drink. Not drunk to rush and get a drink. Rush to get a drink. Now they drunk. You left early. You good. But when you stay, now you driving, boom, car accident. Somebody don't drunk and drive, shooting. Everything happened. So we got to be smart even in college. I think it happened in college. It happened anywhere. So check on your kid. Make sure that they remind them that. Because they ain't on their mind. I make sure I remind mine all the time. Don't close the club. Don't get drunk. Well, who are you to tell them that, Lo? They're in college. And? What they got to do with it? I didn't drink not one time in college. So what's the difference? That mean I'm separate, different from everybody else? No, I'm not. Maybe things happen in my past, where I came up, I didn't like it. Yeah. But at the same time, if I'm sitting and giving you that information, telling you, then it shouldn't matter. Hear what it say. Pick it out. Look at it this way. As that great philosopher, Yogi Berra, said, The game ain't over till it's over. Think about that. The game ain't over until it's over. So you don't quit. Here's what I would tell my kids when I was coaching. I said, first, what's the score first quarter? They say 0-0. What's the score second quarter? 0-0. What's the score third quarter? 0-0. What's the score fourth quarter? 0-0. Then we win. So even outside of just a game itself, it ain't over till it's over. If you're struggling with that, get on the court or get on the field or whatever, keep fighting, have faith, turn the trouble into opportunity all season long. At the end of the season, you'll know how you prevailed or not. And your prevail might not be that you got on the field. It can be that they respect the fact that you didn't complain, no bad body language, great practices, kept the grades up. They got nothing to do with the sport itself. Smile, cheer, pump them up, never miss a meeting. So now when it's time to go to another school, when they call, now that coach gonna say, listen, that person did not fit what we're doing right now. So great kid, great academic, busted butt, worked hard, didn't complain, great body language. Now they give you a good review. But if you not turning them troubles into opportunities, they'll give you a bad review. Marinate on that for a moment. A lot can happen in 9 innings of in a baseball game, 4 quarters of football, 2 periods of basketball, or every day of a lifetime. It's not about things or trouble, but it's about following your heart. A heart aligned with God. Over, under, around, and through my mountain, sea, valley, or storm. Let me do that one more time. It's not about things or trouble, but it's about following your heart. A heart aligned with God. Over, under, around, and through my mountain, sea, valley, or storm. I'm telling you something. It ain't about the things. It ain't about the trouble. Follow the heart. God knows your heart. But you can't have the heart blackened. An athlete can't have the heart blackened. You can't complain about not playing if you're not following the faith of God. You can't complain if you're not busting your butt. You're not working hard. You're not getting your grade. You're hanging out. Bad character. Going against God's way. Going against your parent ways. You're going the opposite way your parents raised you to be. Your parents raised you to be a good husband, a good father, a good man, a good athlete. A good wife, a good woman, a good mother, and a good athlete. They raised you that way. If they raised you that way, there's no reason why you should be doing the opposite. If they raised you to go to church and they went to church, they should. They watch church on TV, they should. They send you motivational quote. Hey, they send you scripture, they send you that. There you go. I'm not perfect, now get me wrong. But I turn my troubles into opportunities. I mean, it's just what it is. As you see now, my troubles of, the street life when I was younger, or coming home from college, having babies very young, going through the street life and troubles in time, doing the thing I had no business doing. But at the same time, I turned them troubles into opportunities. No matter what, I always had faith. I always prayed. Even when I did wrong, I prayed. Even I repent, but I didn't commit. So I kept repenting, but I never commit until finally it's time to commit. And sometimes we know they're talking about you backward, you go backward, but we got to come forward as long as you have the faith. It's not about what you can get out of where you are, but what can you put into and do by enduring right where he has planted you. He planted you at that college. He planted you on that team. Gave you a football scholarship. Maybe gave you some NIL money. What you going to do with it? What you're going to put into it is the key. What are you going to put into it? How are you going to handle troubles? Are you going to turn troubles into opportunities? Did someone recognize the trouble and understand there's some mental things going on and did something about it? if you look at what's going on out here in all the sports world, all different sports, there's so many challenges. I talked to a kid the other day, and I said, hey, are you coming out to the trial? He said, my mama said she ain't got time to take me. Okay. Talked to another kid, I said, are you coming to the trial? Got in trouble in school, got suspended. My mom took me off the team. I can't come. Okay. Talked to another kid. I want to, but I'm playing on a team that a coach want to do something different. Don't line up with what I want to do. Okay. I said, how are you getting developed at your team? Well, we only practice 1 day a week. I said, so what you doing the off days? Nothing. So your parents saying it's okay to go to practice 1 day and play the game 1 day. They don't do that in high school. They don't do it in college. They don't do it in the NFL. So why are you doing it in youth sports? We have to make the right decision, because sometimes as parents, we put our kids in trouble. We put our kids in a bad situation. Then you upset and mad because they're not getting better. They're not developing. They're still the same kid because you're on the same program or the same team. So when we get to high school, you got to practice 3 days. You got to lift weight 3 days. You got to do a walkthrough on 1 day. Play a game on Friday. We film on Saturday. We might be in trouble. Now, some of them are going to prevail. If you put 30 athletes in high school from a team, how many play on as a freshman? 10? 5 playing as a freshman because they're on a sorry team. They need players. 3 playing on the freshman but don't start. 2 might be playing because they're dogs and they did the extra. They turned their troubles into opportunities. Their parent understood the addictive pattern they were going through. Their parent understood the mindset, the mental stage of it. That's what they did. That's the key. So I'm going to leave y'all guys with this. When trouble hit, dig deeper. Grow right where you are. When trouble hit, dig deeper. Grow right where you are. This your boy, Coach Low for Life. You're listening low on the Listening Low Show, brought to you by Sweet Fry Production. Watch us, like us, subscribe, share it on YouTube. Camp King. Camp with a K, 1, 2. We'll see you next week.